DISCO100, and we back at it, man. I got a special show today, man. I got the Coach Corner, man. These three guys, I've known them for a while, man, and respect them on all levels, man, and they're giving back. And we just going to touch a little topics, man, and get to know them, knowing what's going on in the coaching world today. And we're going to have some pros and cons, so y'all parents don't take it personal. We're going to have some fun with it. So, fellas, how y'all doing, man?
What's up? What's up?
Doing all right. How you?
I'm good. From top to bottom, you just go ahead and introduce yourself for me, please. And how long? Pretty much about yourself a little bit.
I'm Terry Moore, Coach Moore. Everybody knows me. I coach middle school football for I say the last 10 years. I started out with Sandy Springs Saints, went over to North Springs, Riverwood Junior Raiders, Alpharetta Junior Raiders, and ended up with Brandon Jacobs' team, the North Atlanta Giants. So that's pretty much it, just coaching, staying with the youth, trying to get them to the next level as far as student athletes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a little bit about that. How about you?
I'm Derek Tinsley, a running back coach, Marietta High School. I've been coaching football 11 years. Started out in the middle school level, was there 2 years. Also coached prep school football, and then, doing the remainder at Marietta High School.
I'm Coach Kevin Simpson. I am with East Paulding Raiders. I am a middle school coach, 8th grade, head coach, offensive coordinator, and I started at 5U, worked my way up through the ranks I think I've been coaching for 13, 14 years now. So I've seen the top and I've seen the bottom. I've seen everything in the middle.
Well, that's what's up. So what we're going to do, man, we're going to touch a couple of questions. If I ask y'all any questions y'all don't feel comfortable with, just say punt, and we'll go to somebody else. That's how we're going to do it.
I think we can handle it, Coach.
Yeah,
I think we can handle it.
Just, it could be 3rd and 1 still if you want to punt it. I mean, 4th and 1 still punt it. So pretty much, when we say coaching, what does that mean to you, the word coach? And I don't care what order y'all go. Just take turns.
Me personally, I'll start off. Me personally, when you say the word coach, it's really more than just coach. You become the mentor, the guidance counselor, sometimes the school teacher, the parent. And it does take a lot of your time, but just that word coach period is more, it's dynamics to it. You fall in love with these kids, it's a love and hate because you want to be just the coach, but you're more to it when you sign up, so that's me personally, how I look at it.
To me, when I hear the word coach, man, I look at it as, I'm here to try to help a young athlete fine-tune his ability, more so growing mentally, because your mind is what's not going to fail you, because these kids don't understand that, the wrong hit could be it, what I'm saying? But if you fine-tune your abilities and learn mentally, you can play this game for a long time and at any level you want to. So when I hear coach, that's what I hear, because that's what I took from my coaches, man. They taught me. Fine-tune anything that I had and just made it better.
Yeah, and I think that's where I think, like Coach Mo said, there's so much more to it than just the X's and O's. Honestly, I'm probably technically not that great of a football coach, but I do like to feel like I'm influencing these kids and, leading them in the right direction and putting that right pressure on them and say, hey, if you want to keep playing, you got to have your grades. You got to, you got to act right. You got to treat your mom and daddy with respect. You got to teach your teammates with respect. You damn sure going to respect your coaches. And so I think that's, like I said, I'm probably not technically the X and O guy. But it's funny being an offensive coordinator, but I think I definitely excel on the other side of things, probably a little better. But I'm working on my X's and O's, and I'll keep growing on the coaching. But it's definitely a mentorship that never ends. Like you coach said, we fall in love with these kids. We follow them. We see them fail. Yeah. We see them succeed. We see all of it.
Yeah, I can speak on my experience as well. I've been doing it. Well, I did it for 18 years. From all levels, except, college and NFL, of course. But even from my coaching my 5-year-olds to coaching my 30-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? You fall in love when there's a family.
I was 37, by
30,
the way.
you was 37. I didn't want to put it out there.
Hey, I got no shame, no shame.
So we're going to say coaching my 5-year-olds to my 37-year-old. But I look at it as a family bond, somebody that the kids and men can look up to.
Yeah.
My next question, y'all, is the only issue I had was the expectations from parents or guardians. So has that been a hiccup for y'all to make you not want to do it, or you just kind of, how do y'all I know y'all deal with it, so we ain't gonna, that's not a strict question. How do y'all deal with that part?
Well, me personally, and honest, where I started out with is Sandy Springs, we really didn't have the talent. So the expectations for me were already low. I knew I had the energy and what I was bringing to the table, but they were already on like losing streaks.
You couldn't do nothing. If you won one game,
We were going to get better. That was good.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so my expectations were very, very low as far as parents. You know, I knew, like I said, I knew what I was bringing to the table and the energy and everything. So it was all uphill for me, you know, starting off in my coaching career.
Yeah. Me, with parents, I have an expectation for these kids, and I know their parents have one as well. But I just don't like the fact that, you know, I got your kid for 2.5, 3 hours Monday through Thursday to prepare him for Friday. But then when he go home,
Say that.
when he go home, you preparing him too. So the kid get confused.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the struggle I have with parents at the high school level from what I done seen here recently. You know, you're getting coached here and they getting coached there and they got a trainer. So the kid, the kid don't know who to take out. It's got to be the guy that's on Friday or Saturday, depending on what level you're playing. But that's a battle within coaches or myself with parents. That's my battle.
You coached it?
Yeah, they. I've been kind of lucky. I'm like Coach Mo. You know, when we started at East Paulding, I started out coaching D2 football. We took what we had and we put it together. You know, we found the little hidden gems and the little nuggets, and we watched the skills. Say, oh well, that kid, he's pretty fast. So you know, maybe, and he's got some hands. So let's start leaning him towards becoming a receiver or you know, or ball carrier or whatever. But as the years have developed, you know, there's been challenges. I've had seasons where we didn't do so well on the field, but we had great parents. It was an awesome season. The kids got better. And then I've had really high-level teams, really high-maintenance parents, blowing your phone up all the time, stopping you after practice, you know. But really, at that level, it's kind of a group thing anyway. So everybody becomes friends. We kind of hang out, and that's fine. Where the confusion and the chaos comes in is when you start becoming friends with parents, and then you have to make tough decisions.
Right.
Little Johnny ain't hacking in the backfield. He's just, he won't tote the ball. He's scared or whatever, you know. And so it's a delicate balance, but you know, it's just part of it. You deal with it. And
you know, like when I'm gonna answer my own question when I ask y'all. You know, with me it was the same thing. I really seen a big difference. When I had 5-year-olds, it was more, well, it started off fun for 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Right.
But then it got to the point where the mom was cussing each other out on the sideline. The little kid jumped off sides, which he don't know the rules.
Right.
They all tackling each other.
Right.
And it wasn't so much pressure of playing time, but as I got to the high school level, that's when it got a little scary, because now these parents on the last years of their kid getting a scholarship or getting that next level. So now it was a different approach.
Right. Right.
It's a different approach. Like, you know, my son got 1 more year, man. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
He got a junior in front of him, and he a senior. That's like all the way wrong in their eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
But as a coach, you got to win.
Yeah.
You gotta win.
Production.
So, and I think that's a problem. Y'all can pity pack. Coach Buck, the high school level. That's the problem we're dealing with now. I feel like a lot of coaches are starting kids based on what grade they're in.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many sophomores, so many freshmen that are way better than the ones on that field.
Exactly.
And so that's, you know, but my next question is, do y'all think that starts off with Little League football? Like right now, Buck, you talking to him in junior middle schools.
Yeah.
What will you ask them as a coach to make sure they install in these kids before they get to you?
To be unselfish. Don't worry about playing time. At the same time, make sure that they understand starting on kickoff and on kickoff return, that is starting. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids got it in their mind, if I don't start on offense or defense, I'm not no starter.
Right.
Special teams will make and break a game, man. You know what I'm saying?
Special teams have kept me up many a nights. I am not gonna lie.
Like I stress that to our kids at the high school level now, because I can sense and feel that they thinking I ain't getting no playing time, but they starting on special team. I'm thinking like, man, you this is a play that you got to go out there and get seen by somebody.
Yeah.
You got to take this serious.
Yeah.
So at the if you know at the young level, if a kid could just understand, I'm gonna sell out for the team. What's gonna come to me. That's the only thing I could say. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy playing the game, play every position, because when a kid box himself in, if he ain't 6'6", 215 quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't gonna be that. Every kid should dabble in every position, offense, defense, and special teams. Like
So middle school coaches, how do y'all feel about the playing time? I know that Little League, you got to play 8 plays. And so how do y'all feel about that? Like I'm answering it first. What I used to do was, I used to tell parents, because, you know, a lot of times I like to match them up for their talent-wise, but it backfired on me.
Right.
So what happened was I put little Johnny, who's scared as death, to go tackle a little Billy, who's scared to death.
Right.
But little Johnny may dominate him.
Right.
So little Johnny go home and tell Mama, I made 10 tackles.
Right.
I made 4 touchdowns.
Right.
Game time come, little Johnny don't touch the field but 8 plays away from the plate.
Right.
Because I know little Johnny's scared.
Right.
So that's what it backfired on me. So I finally tell them parents, look, come to practice.
Yeah.
yeah.
So then I put him in that heat.
Right.
So now I put little Johnny
Right.
against little Jesse, and little Jesse tears little behind up.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
back to my question is, how do y'all feel about that? All the kids got to play in the game for 8 plays at least.
Me personally, like I said, of course it starts out at practice. You see the talent. You know what you're working with. So I love underdogs. So like you said, little Johnny, he might not be the fastest, but at middle school you don't want to break them. They're already timid, you know. So it's kind of like just building up their confidence. Of course, it starts at practice, at home too as well. But you know, go through those drills. Let him know. You know, if little Johnny, I know he's not a good cover guy. You know, in this play, I'm gonna put him in. A couple plays, we're gonna play cover 2, so I know he got help. You know, just building up that confidence. And like I said, coming from Sandy Springs, it was a lot of cats that didn't have it. But me being me, that's, you know, as motivators, like, I'm gonna motivate you. I'm gonna make
Make you play.
I'm gonna make you play. You might, little Johnny, I know you can't do it, but you're gonna do it today. And once they get that confidence, they'll run through a brick wall for you.
Oh yeah.
You know, so with that playing time, you know your athletes. I would do it. It's psychological with me. So I knew if my starting running back or my star player, whatever, messed up all week through school, you know, or a couple days, I expect you to be this because you're a star. Okay, so you're not gonna play until second quarter just because. You know, it's on and off the field. So and once I gained that trust with those less talented kids or players, it was like, okay, I do have a chance. You know, nobody was a star on our team. Our team is the star. You know, it's the weakest. It's 11. It's not tennis. You know, it takes all of it. So if little Johnny ain't doing what he's supposed to do, help him. You the starter, help him, show him, guide him. Don't kick him. You know, so all that playing time. That's why I stay at middle school. Like for real, high school, all that politics. You got to play this. You got to do that. That's crap, man.
I don't want to get Bup in no trouble, but I know I know I'm not getting Bup. You ain't got to answer this, but I know a lot of times booster clubs got a lot to do with kids.
Yeah.
And you can take a fifth, you can take a plea to not say nothing. But
Yeah.
I know that I done seen some kids on that football field that can't hold a football
Yeah.
because their daddy writing that check.
Right. He gonna get
They gonna find like they be able to look like Lucas.
Right.
Yeah.
Might want to punt this one. But
Right.
Yeah. I'm a punt it, but just a funny fact, you know, over my coaching years, depending on whatever staff I was on, you know what I'm saying, it was a joke, like, okay, let's find the booster club kid. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a joke thing though, but you're right though. You definitely right. Like, I mean, you're right. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I can't save you, but I don't want that state championship. I don't want no issue.
Yeah, it ain't going on at my school.
Congratulations on the state championship.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
First
that.
time Cobb County, right?
Yeah, first time in 52 years. We won it in 67.
Yeah.
My little league football coach was on the 67 state championship team. I got a tattoo him on my arm. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then my head coach, Coach Friday, passed away in 18.
Good man.
And then in 19, man, we capped it off with a great group of seniors who went through the fire, man. They took their lumps, they took their bruises, and you had a remarkable year where kids were able to stay healthy for one, not be selfish.
Right.
Everybody still get they credit, and you know, they hosted up that trophy, man, and got me a ring. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate that,
So
man.
how much pressure y'all think these parents? Again, what we did, audience, what we doing is if I ask a question that they don't feel comfortable with, they gonna punt the ball.
Yeah.
Because I don't gotta deal with the parents no more.
Right.
So how much pressure do you think these parents put on these kids?
I think a lot. I'm gonna jump in. I think a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think they put a lot on them. You know, they ain't letting it develop through the kid. You know what I'm saying? They trying to speed up a process that nobody's in control of. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything take time. You can play football 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, and after your 12th grade season, you still can't have no offer. But when them coaches come in and it's time for signing day, somebody go pick you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want. That's what I would like to do. I would like to tell parents, don't rush the process, man.
Right.
You can't rush it.
Yeah.
When you rushing it, you go panic. You go put your kid in a panic. It's causing and creating problems. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
having no fun no more.
Right.
No fun.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because he worried about something that's gonna take care of itself.
Yeah.
How about y'all level middle school? I know, again, I've been doing it so long, I know the answer to all these, but
Yeah.
in middle school football, Simpson, how much pressure you think them parents put on the kids out there with you?
Out there with us, it's a lot, and my son plays on the 7th grade team. We'll be coming up 8th grade this year, and I'm probably
Damn,
just
8th grade already?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
doing
man,
good,
isn't
too.
that
You
crazy?
Yeah, I'm
getting
sorry,
ahead, too. I
y'all.
seen it.
I'm getting old, man. I remember on the sideline.
right?
Oh, my
Right.
Go ahead. Dang.
Yeah. And so I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. He knows I have a very high level of expectations. He handles himself well, and he earns everything he gets. But as far as the other parents go, yeah, there is a lot of pressure. There's also some unreasonable expectations at the
Right.
same time. You
That's
know,
where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
there really is. And it's something as coaches we fight. It's a very delicate balance between keeping them motivated versus killing their spirit. It's something I struggle with a lot. I think all coaches struggle with it
Yeah.
at some point. You know.
Like I said, being up north is kind of different, just the culture. So I'm just keeping it real. So I have parents that the expectations of success are high, but those kids are smart in school. They play other sports. Now, us, you know, we have expectations even at that level. You know, like Butt was saying, we got the dads that why my son ain't doing this. Come to practice and you'll see why. You know why as coaches we made this decision. So of course those expectations are always high, but I think it's the parents, and I don't want to say those successful parents that making all the money to live in the big houses, but they put emphasis. It's not just about football.
Right.
So like I said, they're smart kids. They play run track, play baseball. They do other things besides football.
You know what?
So.
You know what? I'm gonna jump in.
It's a big point.
Question, and of course, I ain't worried about it. We all love each other. No
Right.
race involved. I know y'all personally. Do y'all think race? I'm gonna answer this first. I'm gonna y'all. You can punt if you want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer. Do you think race plays a factor on how you coach kids? Like for instance, when I coached on this side of town,
Right.
we're talking about Phillips, Petrie,
Mm-hmm.
Marietta Blue,
Mm-hmm.
Osborne. Little League. When I coach on this side of town, I can be this coach.
Right.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
Gotcha.
I
Right.
totally understand.
Right.
I screamed out, "Holla at y'all!"
Yeah.
On me.
Right.
Mhm.
So I can be who I was.
Right.
But when I went to Lassiter,
Mm-hmm.
that side,
Right.
on that east
Right.
Wheeler, Lily,
Yeah.
I had to. It's like I hate to say this, Coach Simpson can come out there and say everything I want to say,
Right.
and the parents can say
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So do you think that because what's going on in the world right now, how much do you got to we talk about that we are family, or do you think you got to bring it up again? Because I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
But I'm also glad that I think sports is keeping us united.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's defined by your character, honestly. People who know me know me. People who know the people I associate with know how we are.
Right.
And I mean, you can tell it in a person if that's there. That's a real. You're right. 2021. It's a touchy subject. I don't have any place for it. I don't have any tolerance for it. We had, well, I'll punt on that, but I had a couple situations with some kids I had to deal with, and it was dealt with swiftly, quickly, and pretty savagely,
You know, real
honestly.
quick, I'm telling the story. I did when I coached T-ball one time. I coached out here by Fairground. I was coaching Justin, and I had all black kids. I had one white kid. And me being not ignorant, but me being cautious, I went up to the parent of the kid, the white child. I said, "Look, man, is he gonna be 3, 4 years old?"
Yeah.
I said, "He gonna be, is he asking any questions?"
Yeah.
Me being very ignorant in my mind, but being thoughtful.
Yeah.
And the man told me, "Look here, coach." He said, "I took a picture of," he said at that time, Bill Clinton and Martin Luther King. And I asked my son, "What's the difference?" And he told me their eyes.
Oof.
Wow.
From that point on, it woke me up. But I ain't gonna lie to you now. I've been very mindful because the stuff I could say
Yeah.
over here,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't say over there.
Yeah.
So
course.
being diverse at high school, I know it's a big family out there.
Yeah.
So I know y'all don't tolerate it.
Yeah, we don't tolerate it, man. And you know, with what's been going on with the social injustice stuff that's been seen by all these kids, we done definitely made sure that we treat each other all the same. But I'm like you too, Disco. I started at North Cobb Christian School. The coach I am now and the coach I was then, I had more fun with them. I have more fun with my kids now, but it's my tone. I let them have it. I wouldn't have did that to them kids. It was my first time coaching as well, so I had to figure out who I was as a coach. I'm rowdy now, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm at the field that I played on. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like I got the right to talk to these kids how I am. You know what I'm saying? But when I started out, I was cautious. I was nervous. You know, it was one black kid on the team. The rest of them was white. You know what I'm saying? And I adapted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta adapt, man. You know, so
I'm gonna make you laugh real quick. You know, I'm actually certified coach high school ball too. So I'm in a database. So I got an email, no lie, a couple years ago from Holy Innocents.
okay.
And my wife said, "Don't you even take your
Hey, Holy Innocents on that. That's a good school now.
Disco, disco."
Yeah. No. That's
So
crazy.
y'all think that the football, like you asked in your first question, in your first introduction, you think it's getting too dangerous now for the kids?
Like we talked about, it's getting too dangerous for little Timmy who don't know how to defend himself.
Right.
That's who is proper stance, proper technique,
How to take a hit.
meeting aggression with aggression. I like to tell people, man, football is the sport you can play where they ain't gonna take you to jail for being reckless.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you can go out here and flow this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I tell my kids all the time, you got two choices: you either hit or be hit.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to trust me? You want to do the hit?
Yeah. So it is getting dangerous, but it's for the kids who are just taking it. You know what I'm saying? Kids that ain't trying to give it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and kids today too, it's crazy. You look at how big, strong, fast,
Right.
much more mature they are at a much younger age than we were. I mean, it's I don't know what it. I guess maybe steroids in the chicken or the milk or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a
But
difference.
there's something there.
But also the side of town, like we talked about. Like I grew up in Miami. I weighed 142 in high school.
Yeah.
Senior year quarterback. I had a kid up here last week, a freshman, 191, playing running back.
Yeah.
But it's different sides of town. I'm just a believer on that.
Yeah.
You know, some sides
Right.
of town, McDonald's, Wendy's.
Right.
Right.
Sometimes they eat neck bones,
Yeah.
collard greens, bread,
Right.
black guy, they
Eat good.
That's there.
It's good.
Right.
Yeah.
And with me, it's kind of the same. It starts with coaching. The youth coaches, the form, you know, the form techniques, you know, the proper stance, all that. That's why it's really on the coaches. You know, go to these clinics. You know, the Atlanta Falcons, they had these clinics. Right. You know, up our game as coaches, as individuals, period. You always learn. You should always want to learn something.
Yeah,
So
always.
it starts with us. Learn how to take this hit, like Coach Sim said. Like, you know, the proper tackling. Like, it can be dangerous, though. Because you got, like I said, you got those live wires that been angry all week, stuff at home. They just want to go out here and just smack somebody.
Yep.
You know, it's more to it than that.
And I was talking to Buck the other day. Another thing parents understand is parents. I want y'all to tell them about this, especially your level.
Yeah.
They grades. Parents think, and I let him touch base. They think because their child got a 4.0,
Yeah.
that they won't guarantee a scholarship, and they don't know the right class they taking.
Yeah.
So what kind of coach on that program?
Yeah. So the curriculum you got to take, man, you got to take college credit courses that will get you to college. like Disco saying, you got kids who have 4.0, but all them classes they took they ain't clearing the house to get to college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the head coach always addresses, what you gotta have to play ball. We got that. We do that every year, but you still got them kids who fall through the cracks. Cause me personally, I was an LD student, learning disability growing up. So I was a college prep and tech. Label that. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Right.
I was college prep
Exactly.
and tech prep. You know what I'm saying? If you more tech prep, you ain't gonna be able to go play D1 ball.
Okay.
But you gotta take them college courses as well. So if it is any parents out there and your kid, or if you don't know your kid, the high school coach or whatever school coach can definitely tell you, your AD and the counselors and advisors, they can always push you towards that. Cause that's what I got from Marietta, man. I was in a REACH program. Marge Kellogg, she got me started. She hooked me up with a mentor, Mr. Woolard. I used to do all my homework with him, and then my advisor would always come get me, make sure, Derek, okay, you passed this test, now you got to do this. It's a checkpoint you got to do. Right. But they can't just be taking classes to boost their GPA. You got to take college course classes so you can get into college.
So parents, what Coach Buck telling y'all is they got to take classes to pass high school.
Yeah.
Not just for the football for the high school.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can go to your co-workers, my baby got this, my baby got that. But get what, your baby gonna be staying with you for a long time.
Yeah. Or he gonna have to go. He gonna have to go to JUCO route, and the JUCO route is gonna test the kid.
Yeah.
The JUCO route gonna test the kid. It's gonna test if you really want to play football. JUCO ain't the lavish life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna be way out in the middle of the country somewhere.
Right.
It's gonna be cold.
And coming out the pocket.
Yeah, and you still got to do schoolwork.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
it's better to take care of it right away.
Yeah.
But like I said, the high school coach, the AD, the counselor, the guy that all of them can facilitate that.
Yeah. And they should. And a parent need to be more involved to make sure.
Yeah.
Only thing that scared me about that part is like when I'll make you laugh for real. When I was in high school, the highest grade math class I had to take was pre-algebra.
Okay.
That was my senior.
Yeah.
Right.
It changed.
Christian doing that 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it changes, man.
The school curriculums it's just like the players themselves. The curriculums are so much more intense. You look at the homework that my kids bring in. That it's like, yeah, man, I don't even remember this. I don't even know if I did this in high school.
Right.
You know?
I'm sorry, y'all know what I'm talking about. Evan Terrell cracking jokes on Buck.
What did he say?
What did he say? What did he say?
Buck running that SHIT with that Tennessee blank.
Ooh.
It's making the screen.
Well, that's how.
Oh, hey, come on, man. Hey, I'm trying to get people to see this now. Yeah, that's what it is.
I tell Alabama fans all the time, it sure must be easy to be an Alabama
But
fan.
another thing with the school stuff, Disco, dual enrollment is real big in high school now. Meaning, so dual enrollment, you can take high school classes and you can be taking college classes already. So when you get into college, you'll be graduating in 2-3 years.
See, I think that was Justin did it walk.
Yeah.
He barely. I love my child. I love my boy.
Yeah.
No, he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But boy,
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
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 And then if you see kids playing their last year of high school football, then going into school the next semester when they still be in high school, they did dual enrollment. They done completed everything they need to do, so now they can move on. That's a real big thing I like too that's going on there, because you can get used to the college academics. You got a whole semester to get used to it, and you can get used to what football is. So when you coming into your spring game as a freshman now, you done already had a whole semester of learning everything.
Yeah.
It puts you above the curve, man.
So that makes something. I know middle school y'all do a little something different, but I know when I was coaching, it wasn't a requirement, but I didn't let you touch the field until parents, parents
Okay.
told me what your grades was.
Okay.
The bad part was you had some new parents
Yeah.
that wouldn't tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they want their child to score for
Yeah.
5 touchdowns, but the child getting straight ups.
Yeah.
I know high school you had no choice.
Yeah.
Middle school had, if y'all do anything like weekly practice books for kids and
Yeah.
sign.
I do personally, but our what's it called, the person that's over the kids at the school, the
Counselor.
not the counselor, but the assistant dang, what's the name? I can't even think of it. Athletic director.
Athletic director, yeah.
He made sure, because you have to be eligible to play such and such. Yeah.
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 Yeah, middle school, yeah, you check grades.
Yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
tell my parents all the time, I'm like, hey, we're here to help. So if they're struggling with their classes, come to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they're acting out at home, we can fix that real
Fix-
easily.
yeah,
really-
most
If
definitely.
they're fighting, I mean, even this year, I had, it was beginning of practice every day. It was Fight Club. I'd walk up and there'd be a scrap going. I'm like, guys, what's going on? And so we ended up having to deal with that. And but back to the parents, I tell them, hey, come to us. We have we have resources, we have people, we have counselors, whatever it is. If your kids again struggling in school, if they're acting out, we're here to help.
You know what's so funny about that? I coached percussion one year, right? I met a dad. I coached his kid. He about 26 now. He told me I did something that was crazy in percussion. I went to practice one day, and I got there late. And when I got there, they was all in the middle of the field just talking. Nobody wanted to dress shoulder pads on the floor. Him was on the floor. He's out there doing the little, I think at that time, little nay dance.
Yeah.
They 12 years old. So I went over there literally and took all their helmets and shoulder pads and threw them in the woods.
Wow.
Like over the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
I
I
can
can.
see it,
I
too.
didn't see it, but I can see it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I swear to God, no lie. The daddy seen me a couple weeks ago and told me that since that day, his son go to work every day on time.
Yeah.
So it's little stuff.
You broke through somehow. Yeah.
So my point is, what has a coach, and I probably know your answer, not to keep going, I know your favorite coach.
Yeah.
What has the coach said to y'all that stuck in y'all mind as grown men? And what coach would, if you can remember that far back? I know some of y'all got some age on y'all.
I'm the younger one, and the thing that stuck out to me, and it was Friday's simple way of keeping me straight. He was like, you gotta take care of what you gotta do Monday through Thursday so you can play on Friday, which it was your grades. You know what I'm saying? In my case, because I was tardy a lot, I missed some, and then my grades wasn't where they should have been. You know what I'm saying? But something like that just resonates with me, man. Still to this day, I can remember him saying, you gotta take care of what you gotta do in that school so you can do anything out here.
Mine was Coach Gartrell over there at Stevenson. Been over there for a few years, and he was at Shamrock with me and Cozy.
I know Coach Gartrell.
Yeah, it was his was grind harder than the rest.
Yeah.
Because back then, in 94, 95, our rival was Tucker.
Okay.
And Patrick Pass was over there, and I was a running back. And grind harder than the rest. I was just like, dang, like, what is he doing? Like, we had practice. It was the off the field workouts. It's not like how it is nowadays, but Patrick was doing a lot of work. It wasn't just coming to practice. He was really just grinding. Yeah. And I had to, on Saturdays, you got to get up, run a mile, work out, and that's really what it was. That really stuck out to me that I remember from Ron Gartrell. Grind harder than the rest.
It'd be Coach Gator. He's Hayes Gator. He's one of my son's trainers actually now, and it was more of a. We all know this, but one of his things is slow feet don't eat, and so as I was coming up with my other sons, it was when I was coaching football, it was more about just kind of being there, being involved, learning, trying to sponge off these other coaches and figure out this game. With Coach Gator and with that one statement, it stuck with me, and so that was we've started focusing on footwork, and I started as a coach focusing on footwork, and it's helped me over the past couple of years tremendously, and that was recently here, a couple of years ago he told me that.
Yeah. Wow.
So all y'all married him?
Yeah.
You say,
Oh, is what?
Married?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can answer good with y'all then.
I'm a punt. I'm a punt.
How hard is it? You can punt now.
Right.
I gotta go home with y'all.
Right.
Mine's watching, so she.
Right.
How hard is it like is on your wife you did the coach?
Yeah, it's hard. I'm married 4 years going on 5, and I got twins. So it's hard because my wife always point out to me how long football season is.
Yeah.
Then I turn around and I roll in the track season, but she hold it down. We get through it. I just want them to get older so it'll be a whole lot easier on her.
Right. Yeah.
But it's tough, man. Yeah. It's tough.
It's tough, but like I say, you have to know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
Middles, like I said, any type of coach will get these calls late night. Wifey, like, turn your phone off. Like, why they calling so late? It can be hard, but it's on the coach to open up those doors for those single parent mamas, whatever. It's hard, and it can be hard on the family too. It's just the timing. You have to turn it off. You know, this is family time. While I'm here, I don't want to be going through no plays all night and not helping the kids with their homework.
The Canes got me in trouble.
Yeah. But, you know, you just got to know how to turn it on and off. You got to prioritize what's important, you know?
Yeah, it's tough. We, you figure just practice 3 nights a week, 2-3 hours. We live 30 minutes from the field, way out in the country. So my wife has, she's been a blessing to me. She kind of knew the game too. She's a cheerleader, one of the head cheerleader coaches, and so she you know, she's familiar with it, and so, and then we've got other kids, volleyball. We're doing basketball now. Well, it just ended yesterday, but you know, so we've got a bunch of things going on, and it's just part of our life. But without the good wife at home, man, I don't know what I'd do.
I got the same thing. Y'all know, well, y'all know my wife.
Yeah.
I called it bad, but I ain't catch it bad, so I got to coach y'all.
I bet.
She got some man do one thing. She told me to put a hole in the football and do the football. So
That's what you're sleeping with tonight. Right. Yeah.
It's hard not to.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
The biggest challenge was the mamas.
Yeah.
That was the biggest.
Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy. I mean, mine coaching her kid.
Wow. Yeah.
So
you know. Yeah.
But we gotta give the wives credit. I went to a clinic one time, Frank Bailey Clinic, and the coach from Texas. Back, I don't know, that was 2005.
Mac Brown.
He said to us, he been married all 30, 40 years. He said, fellas, let me tell you something. The best thing to do with your wife is you got to take her on a trip.
Yeah.
Or do something with her, just you and her.
Right.
Before the season starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you're going to keep
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Set it up.
You got to give her 2
That might be the best coaching advice we got. Right?
Yeah.
That might have taken
Yeah.
right there.
Before season start, he started telling my wife on a week and a half cruise.
Yeah.
Somewhere to get
Right.
Because by that time they tied us anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
We give all ladies 8 days a week straight.
Yeah.
Go coach football.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Get out. Go.
You better call one like I just called up in mine. Make y'all laugh. We getting a little disagreement. I call you know everybody I talk loud.
Yeah.
I ain't one of your goddamn cane players.
Right.
So, but I give y'all credit, man, to have wives and families and giving back to the kids.
Yeah.
And when I say kids, when I say y'all kids, what does that mean to y'all? Like, I know y'all. What do y'all look forward to the most about going to see these kids 3 to 4 days a week?
Oh man, everything really. You know that when you're a coach, that really becomes your social life.
Yeah, that's
you know,
it. Yeah.
It's the kids. It's some of the parents. A lot of our. I will be honest. We have really good parents in our program right
I
now.
almost said to you, Simpson. You ain't had that little boy that had a fine mama that couldn't touch the football, but he would.
No.
Right.
No.
No. Exactly.
Maybe back in the day.
Right.
Maybe back in the day, you got me bouncing in my
Pay his
chair,
dues,
but
too.
you know. But you know, I'm real lucky now, and that's why I'm still doing it. I mean, because I do have a good group of parents, but it's
Yeah.
So, Bob, you ain't really allowed to. Well, your answer question about the kids. I'm sorry, they're different breed. It's more harder for you, but these boys, they knuckleheads.
Yeah.
The brain stop working at 16.
Yeah, they do.
it does.
But I be looking forward to getting around them, man, because I want to make sure that everything else they doing in life is adding up to how hard you going out here. Don't get out here and relax or take back.
Right.
You know, I like to tell them, look, man, you go to work, and I say work for school. You go to work from 7:30 to 2:45. Now let's have some fun and keep on going to work. This is your extra class here.
Yeah.
Because I want you to learn and I want you to like it.
Yeah.
And at the same time, man, I want them to use football as a way to pay for their scholarship, so their parents ain't gotta break their back. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how everybody's situation is.
Yeah.
This is how you go get to school.
Yeah.
So I'd be happy to see them, man, so I can just try to rub something off on them, man.
That's it. Me too.
Yeah.
I just like seeing them peers.
Yeah, always. Because that's why I can go back to that. You know, when I first started coaching in high school, I told myself, man, I'm gonna be the example for them, what you could be, what you shouldn't be, everything. Like if I lay it out to them, if I lay it out to them, they shouldn't. I'm trying to make it smooth for them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it wasn't rough for me. You know what I'm saying? But as I got to going, a lot of things started happening. But if they could hear my story and try to just be better than me, because that's what I push them to do, I think I'm doing my job as coach. You know what I'm saying?
Me, I just like seeing them period. Just the energy. you know, at the youth level, you know, learning new dancers, whatever,
Yep.
just, you know, the new lingo, just, you know, just seeing them period.
It keeps you young.
Yeah, it
doesn't
keeps you young.
It keeps me
It,
young.
it does. You
Yep.
know, getting out there with them, run a few laps, do a few drills, and show them like I got it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So really, just seeing them
Yep.
period.
I'll never do that again. I call myself racing a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
No, sir.
And I wanted to race.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You felt the coach.
Yeah,
You felt it.
the most activity I had with my kids was when I first started coaching, because I was
Yeah.
like 28, 29. And I could get out and I still was fast and
Yeah.
all of them. But now I wouldn't do it. You know,
Yeah.
but now it's like, you know, I'm going through my whole lock process and
Yeah.
the kids like, oh, Coach Tinsley got dreads, this
Yeah.
and that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it be fun,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It
They
be
keep us
fun.
young.
Keep
They
you
keep us
young.
young.
They swag different.
Yeah.
Oh
It,
man, it's
is.
another level now.
Right.
These
So
kids.
these kids this day, they get mad at me and be like, Coach Tinsley, why your shorts so long? I'm like, why yours so short?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never want no shorts,
Right.
man.
Right.
Even with the music, like I had the last 3 weeks, and we throw a question out there, like, what's their 3-game song?
Yeah.
And I did it for a living. And
Yeah.
Well,
It'll be little baby something.
always a little somebody.
Right.
Little somebody.
Little somebody.
Some guy that was Noonie somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I done
Yeah.
heard it.
Noonie be a Noonie
Okay.
somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let me ask you something. How and you, again, you can point because I don't want to disrespect nobody's religion. How do you feel like religion is important in athletes right now? Like when I grew up, we had FCA.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So how do you think is the importance of religion when it comes to kids?
We always said the prayer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think it's at home. I don't. You know, we of course I can't remember if I had any Muslims or anything, you know, on my team or any other religion. We just, I ain't gonna say we didn't talk about it, but we always did the prayer. You
It's
know,
always
before
about business.
Yeah.
Have
we just
prayers, go on.
you know, we want to
Yeah, the Lord's Prayer.
protect, ask our Creator, whatever religion you
I
are,
said the same thing I said.
you know, instead of saying
Because it backfired on me.
right. So just say the Creator, whatever you believe in. We're asking for that guidance right now while we on the
It
field.
backfired me at Little League level. I had 7-year-olds, and the dad actually was national anthem. It wasn't even this back in 2002.
Wow,
It was national anthem, and the dude came out the bleachers and snatched his son,
wow,
took him to the other end zone.
wow.
So I had to talk to him and say, look, I respect your religion, but the kid said,
Yeah,
Mhm.
now you got all the other little kids look at him. So
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is when national anthem get ready to start, I'm gonna walk around with him in the field and act like I'm talking about the game.
okay,
So it
okay.
won't be so obvious.
Obvious.
to the
Okay,
kids.
yeah,
So had y'all had any issues as far as he had timid, come down a little bit on what the beliefs is and what y'all talk about for the game, pregame, speech, speech
Yeah,
and stuff
we
like
in Marietta we ain't had no issue. You know, this year a lot of our kids or just us as a team, we wanted to try to do something with far as the Black Lives Matter and stuff going. But as far as religion, we ain't wasn't no issues at all.
that. How about you, Chip?
No, we didn't have any issues. Not at all. Not
I
at
know
all.
it's a crazy question, man. I just want
No.
to coach it because I hate the news.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
hate
sucks.
The news.
Yeah.
The news don't talk about y'all.
right,
yeah.
The
right,
news don't talk about successful black and white
right,
Mm-hmm.
mentors.
right.
Mm-hmm.
We like to tend to certain races.
Yeah.
I tell people all day long, it's not the skin color.
Yep.
So I think more coaches, because I think every man in the world need to give back at least 1 year coaching.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, got to.
oh yeah,
Because back in my days in Miami, I'm not saying it happened in Marietta, Georgia,
right,
you couldn't find a kid walking around that wasn't doing that.
right,
Mhm.
The neighborhood dope,
Right.
pull up,
yeah,
why you ain't on the football field.
Yeah.
My mom ain't got, come on.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Boom, boom.
yeah,
We need more of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
But again, like y'all said, these parents gotta let these coaches. So I tell my parents, drop them off and take you behind to the mall.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
right,
Don't
right,
run to my parents.
right,
Because it's not doing me no good.
Mm-hmm.
If I got, like you said, 6 hours with them a week,
yeah,
if they go and tell the opposite, I'm done.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
yeah.
So how did y'all deal with the pandemic with the kids? As far as the COVID and stuff, what did you do?
So it started, in March last year. So going into the summer, man, we didn't have no spring game.
We didn't either.
Weight room was in groups.
Mhm.
Workouts was in groups. No team camaraderie, nothing you could build together.
Yeah.
So it was tough.
Yeah.
And what we chose to do when the season started, we didn't really lift weights because we trying to keep everybody safe.
Right.
When you're in the weight room, you sweating, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, laying on the
right.
bed, you can pass stuff along. So we cut a lot of stuff out
Right.
to try to get over the hump still,
Right.
but we definitely, sat down and we went with the safe route
Yeah,
opposed to still trying to do everything that
Yeah.
you just can't do because
Yeah.
nobody knew what was going on with COVID when it hit, man. It was time stopped for everybody. Toddlers, little baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
everybody. It stopped for everybody. So you had to, revamp your whole plan, which was it was tough, man.
I ain't even coached this year due to COVID.
Yeah.
But I still do the off field training and stuff like that with a few, like you said, with groups.
Yeah.
But those are the main clients that are dedicated.
Yep.
Are putting that extra effort for their child. But I didn't even coach this year do it too.
Yeah.
No, but you go.
Yeah, we it was tough. I can't lie and say that by the end of every practice, I didn't go, man, it would be lucky if we even practiced.
Yeah, man.
And then we got to the first game, and it was like, man, we'd be lucky if we even play another game, And so, but we did. We took a very conservative approach, a very safe approach. All of our equipment was deconned regularly. Now our kids took their equipment home, which makes it a little easier, but we fogged the helmets. We did all the stuff we could. We tried to social distance as best as we could. But honestly, we just rolled with it and kept waiting for GMSAA to tell us nope. Every week it was like, when's the email coming? When's it gonna come?
So how has sports changed y'all lives as men? Like y'all all family men.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know all y'all. I know y'all great guys.
Yeah.
So how did it change y'all life?
Sure, it changed me personally just growing up as a man.
Yeah.
Coming from Virginia, born in Illinois, coming to Georgia, football was a big thing. The East Coast, it was more basketball. So basketball was my first love for just sports, period. But as I got older, just being around other guys, coming together, different walks, different conversations, seeing how everybody just live their lives outside of school and outside of just football, it taught me a lot. And then going to college, getting in trouble, doing, trials and tribulations as far as that, and then playing semi-pro. It was just like I look at you, Coach Disco, as a father, a father figure, a mentor, brother, because that's really what it is. It's a bond. And that's why I say the Georgia Canes will go. We already in history as the number one semi-pro team in Georgia, hands down, period. And it's not just because our wins. Yes, we were great in that and successful with that, but it was the bond. It was the bond on and off the field. It was just like we was together. Shouts out to Miss Baker over there at she's still at Osborne, right?
Yeah.
But just right, but just having those pieces, to that whole puzzle, it builds you. It builds character. It's great.
Yeah.
So it taught me a lot.
But for Mayweather, I remember how much pressure from Mayweather did you take? What sport did you?
Sports meant everything to me, man. To me, sports is my identity. It's my fingerprint. You know what I'm saying? It's everything I've been doing since I was 5. I did football and track. I just did football first. That's the only reason why I love football more than track. You know what I'm saying? But it got me everything I have today. It got me to where I was able to go. You know what I'm saying? Football took me places I ain't never think of. And now it's still that extension of playing with the whole coaching now. So it's giving me a livelihood in a sense, a job. It's giving me dreams to try to go coach at the college level or in the next level. Cause I got it. It's everything that drive me. Athletics, man, sports, period.
That's it.
Yeah, sports is everything. We got the big game tomorrow. This whole country's rushing around, getting ready for parties and buying beer and whatever, whatever else you do.
America's game, man.
That's America's game.
It's America's game, and it's life. I mean, to me,
Football's life.
And it's much more than the X's and the O's. It's the brotherhood.
Yeah.
It's the brotherhood.
All y'all offensive line, right?
Yep.
So how we feel about this the game done got so fast, man?
It has.
Speed.
It has.
Yeah.
I'm as a player, I was in the I formation with a lead fullback.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can put 2 tight ends or 1 tight end on the side. Now, we are a base offense. We go wide, 4 receivers, quarterback, running back back there.
Spread them out.
I like it because your lanes are there. If you run your track, your footwork, I heard you talking about footwork. Footwork is key, man. I think with everything you do, if your footwork is on point, that's half the battle. The next is what type of ability you got.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to see everything, man. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to spread everybody out and decide, okay, I'm gonna take care of this box. Let me go.
Get home.
Yeah, okay, I see now don't spread it out. And what's gonna happen now? You want to try to send somebody. Me fake it, slip it on out. I mean, it's the spread is dangerous, man.
We're running it now. We run it through 6th all the way through.
Heck yeah.
So y'all high school, is it the fetal system with what y'all do?
Yeah.
That's the next best thing that's done happen.
Yeah, running the same.
You don't like spread?
I don't like the feeder program because I'm a type of person right now, but
You gonna want?
I want to coach what I got in front of me.
Right.
You want to win?
If
Right.
I know I got to spread off,
Right.
If I
Right.
got a wishbone,
Yeah.
I did that.
So
Right.
I don't mind teaching.
Right.
them.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have maybe that in my playbook, 1, 2 plays,
Right.
make sure I touch it,
Right.
do it again.
Yeah, that's all right, yeah.
4 plays
Yeah.
in high
Right.
school.
Yeah.
But if I got a kid weighing 100 pounds,
Yeah, we can't do it.
and you in a high formation,
Yeah.
Right.
that ain't
Yeah.
nothing for me.
Yeah.
I think you got to twerk it sometime. Only reason I like it is because when you get them kids coming from 6th, 7th, 8th, so they 9th grade year,
That learning curve is minimal.
Yeah.
they read they
It's quick. Too.
like you said, you just seen some kids that was 190 pounds as running back. They stepped in and plugged in. You know what I'm saying? And they probably came from another system, but it's the fact that when you can get a kid in the 9th grade, we talked about this earlier. How I would look to play young kids myself.
Yeah.
Give them that opportunity
them
that
the
a
fight.
senior ain't took advantage of these past 3 years.
Exactly.
Put that pressure on.
Yeah.
Put that pressure on them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We got to create competition amongst just the kids. That'll get them better just
I'm so
alone.
worried about pressure. A lot of these, like I'm saying, the last 10 years, and probably going longer than that when y'all played ball. Just because you're a junior,
Yeah.
don't mean somebody come from another country, state.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Spot, you don't know about it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
They should've
Exactly.
been
Or
there.
signing
They
day.
do it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about Wheeler basketball for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen a kid that was a junior that became a senior.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna leave it right there where
Yeah.
it's at.
Right.
So they'll get them.
Yeah.
So you got to take advantage of your
Yeah.
early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they won't, so you won't
Yeah.
be replaced.
Yeah, cause that's why I like to tell kids, man. Like I played varsity football at Merritt High School as a freshman. Man, I was 13, 14 years old, 5'9", 5'10", 145, 150. I didn't know a hard hit was a hard hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I was trying to do is not get hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It was no different to me. So I encourage every freshman to come. I always tell every freshman class to come to Marietta what I did as a freshman, because you can do it.
Yeah.
Real quick, I know gonna be 3 different answers. How soon they start lifting weights? What age they start lifting?
I'm not the weight lifting expert.
Yeah.
I started when I got to high school.
Me, being at the middle school level, at 6th grade, we'll do a lot of the bands and calisthenics, your own weight.
Resistance.
Now, my 8th graders, how they had it they would come during spring. And, and the high school coach would introduce the weights to them.
Yeah.
But me personally, with my son, he was in there.
Yeah.
I know.
They right. They gonna get it.
And this is my thing. If I say high school, but I advise all kids to run track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run track, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go.
Track or
we had to.
basketball,
Yeah.
at
We
least.
had
And
to.
wrestling,
Run track.
too. If you
Yeah.
can get them to wrestle.
Yeah.
You go get coordinated.
Yeah.
You go get fast.
Yeah.
And then this is the thing. You may not be faster than all the kids on the field, but if you was to break free, you gonna be strong enough to
Yeah,
maintain
exactly.
and get to the
Yeah.
end zone.
It was mandatory for us in high school. It was mandatory.
Mandatory to run track.
Yeah. If you're on the football
Oh
team,
yeah,
you ran
yeah.
track.
That's how I woke up Friday.
Yeah.
You ain't had no choice. I ain't never
Yeah.
playing a spring high school football game. Well, I did. Matter of fact, I ain't never go through a spring practice in high
Okay,
school.
Right, there you go.
I always, cause we had the state track meet,
Yeah.
and then I would come back. I would play in the spring game, but it's that speed that I carried over. I still go out to score touchdown
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It helps. It helps.
I'm sorry. Somebody said I was real low. My fault. Me talking was low. That's hard to believe. I'm low. that don't even go together. So what do you guys? We're gonna wrap it up in about 10 more minutes. What do you guys see yourself at? I'm gonna say 3-4 years from now. Let's make it even 5 years from now. Coaching. I know Buck want to be at that next level. We gonna speak on it.
Yeah.
He gonna be at the next level.
Yeah.
Where y'all see yourself at?
I want to stay at the level of middle school, man. I just love the arena. I think I felt and learned my avenue, so I stay in my lane far as that. I want to advance more as having my own facility, far as the off training and all that, where it's like I can have them and have hands on them too. Especially as they get older, them kids, they go to high school. Them younger years are very detrimental, to them. So just having
Parents, when he said hands on, I'm sorry to Coach Mo. please let them coaches have hands on.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
You ain't doing the
Right.
kids no good.
Right.
Leave them boys alone.
Yeah.
Let them coaches coach them kids, man.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you. I had to say that when you
But
said
that's
that.
really what it is, just hands on. You know, sometimes you got to get hands on, but you know that's off the camera.
Right.
You know, hopefully we don't have to do that. But as a coach, you learn.
Man,
you know, there's
I
other
didn't care.
ways. There's other ways you can get that discipline
what it
across too. You know what I'm saying? So that's I don't allow my coaches to do hands on. You might slap them on the helmet or something like that. But as far as that, that's you really don't want to do that.
Let me tell you where you going wrong at real quick. I seen a kid on that. Just gonna say it the other side. I'm gonna say,
Right.
game was over with, eighth grade.
Yeah.
Game over with. He with his daddy. His shoulder pads and helmet between him and his daddy.
Mm.
So dad said, "Let's go. We're gonna go home." He told daddy, "Ain't you gonna pick my pads up?"
Oh,
What?
no.
Daddy picked his pads up, walked out the field.
No,
holding-
sir.
No,
No, sir. That's
No.
last.
No, sir.
That's last
No.
on my team.
What? That's like your wallet.
Your
That's
wallet
your
is carrying your gear. You gotta
So
be kidding me.
my point is, when I see him disrespect mama, I'm gonna get him.
Oh,
Yeah.
But you, daddy, that's on
oh,
you.
that's on
Yeah,
daddy. Yeah.
man.
wow.
This man literally walked out the field holding his man pads, man.
No, sir.
I know y'all laughing because boy,
No,
That's the thing. As a kid, man, that's the
Man,
you used to love to put your helmet in
Yeah,
between your
you
shoulder
wanted to.
pads and walk like
Right.
that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's your armor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what, man. Please.
So back to my point is, y'all parents, man, let the coaches. Y'all got a prime example, coaches that love kids,
Yeah.
man. And I think every dude that do it, because you don't get paid for it.
Right.
Yeah. Or you definitely don't get paid a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, your level's different, but
Yeah.
you know, middle school, little league, we don't
Yeah.
get paid for that.
Yeah.
I've been doing it, hell, like I said, 18,
Yeah.
14 of them years, 13 years. I ain't.
Yeah.
I love doing it because I knew, but I refuse to coach my own
Right.
just because I know I'm up here and got it right.
Right.
It's a six-figure hobby, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Over the years.
Definitely.
Really,
You know,
honestly.
that's why I have them dreams and aspirations of coaching at that next level. Because I got a lot of friends that coach at that next level. My transition to football was later than what I would like. I should have did it early. You know what I'm saying? Then at the same time, I'm still in the process of finishing my school too. I've been off 3 semesters, but I'm gonna get back in. But as soon as I do that, man, I would love to be a head coach. And if I can get into the recruiting, I love recruiting myself.
That's what I
You know,
was.
that's one thing I done
Yes.
became interested in because I see how it go.
Yeah.
You know what,
it-
man? You talking about recruiting? I remember. I'm gonna tell you a prime example that touched my heart, and like I always hear people talking about grades.
Yeah.
When I was at Wheeler, I was the guy that the coaches came to see the transcripts, see the highlights.
Yeah.
And I literally, no lie, seen this from my own eyes and woke me up. They had a clipboard, and it was every school in that particular neighborhood they were going to next, and it had a list of names.
Yeah.
And the first thing they asked me for, one of the highlights, it was the transcript.
Transcripts.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I literally watched these people with a marker
yeah.
look at the transcript
Yeah.
and go to that name and put a big line in it.
This
Literally.
because this kids and parents need to understand this. When coaches come to get you, they like your talent, but they need you to qualify
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
be able to make
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Don't waste
A
your
lot,
time.
a lot
Yeah.
of kids cancel themselves out because they won't qualify.
Yeah.
Which go back to
Yeah.
what you doing at work 7:30 to 2:45.
Right.
You get, if take advantage of that time.
And the thing was, he didn't say, like you said, like he didn't say, Coach, is he gonna pass?
Right.
Or how he looking
It's a-
now?
it's a-
Now, what's right
He
now?
looked at it right. He didn't say, is he on the borderline? He was just big sharp marker.
Gone.
They go.
Out.
Cause that
Out.
dude,
Next.
whoever that dude was,
Yeah.
he know. All right.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no waste. I can't waste no time.
Matter of fact, it was the one up on the yard. It was Tennessee State. The
Okay.
guy I remember in
Yeah.
my head. It was just,
telling you.
we're going down the street to Wheeler.
It's a business.
I mean, walking just like
Definitely
that.
business. And
Yeah.
all the coaches do that, man.
Yeah.
That's why the first thing when somebody asked me about a kid, I said, first of all, he a good kid and he go qualify.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the only thing you need to hear from me because
Yeah.
you calling me because
Right.
you done
Now
seen
it's
it.
on you, right?
You know what I'm
already
saying?
know.
Hey, real quick, while we got about 5 more minutes, well, we're gonna go a little over. What would you suggest? I called you up 3 weeks ago about the huddle.
Yeah.
What would you suggest these kids put on huddle and start early? Because I was told they need to start their huddle tape now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say put all your highlights on there, but put yourself on there blocking as well, hustling as well.
Okay.
You know, and then what I do here and what I know, the music choice that you choose to put on
Yes,
there.
that makes
It can
sense.
be an instrumental post
Yeah.
or any type of
Right,
word because your
right.
word, you might let it might be a
Right,
cuss word.
right,
You may
right,
miss it.
Right.
Do an instrumental opposed to the music. You know what I'm saying? But show some hustle play.
That's good advice.
Right.
there.
Show
Exactly.
some special team play. You know,
Right.
show it all. Showcase who you is. As
And
a
you said
football
something about
player.
social media. I was talking to Junior Baker, who do the host of the show.
Right.
he was telling me what makes sense is that he said a lot of these coaches don't even, a lot of recruiters don't even call the coaches.
Right.
They get the high school kids' Twitter account.
Oh yeah.
So you got to
Oh,
be
yeah.
careful what
Yeah.
you put
Oh,
on
yes.
that Twitter account.
Yeah.
It's easy to get access for us from a college coach to a kid or kid to a college coach. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So whatever you put out there, they go
Yeah,
see.
it's there.
I can remember growing up and I used to put crazy shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
People don't. I used to have to be in college to have a Facebook.
Right.
Facebook just done. This always done came to. Used to have to be in college to get one, and I can remember back then being in college, putting just crazy shit up there, not thinking that
Yeah.
somebody seeing this and judging me or looking at it like that.
Times done changed. I
What I
remember high
tell
school, we
mine-
gave him a tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
we got a big tape
Yeah.
to him.
Right. What I do, I just tell them to do a little extra. Of course, they're gonna see your highlights, coaching, like you said, coach. The blocking and all that is good too. I try to tell them to put up, some workouts.
Yeah.
So a little personal workout, whatever you're doing, do some of that. And even if it's you're doing some community service,
Yep,
make it like a
that's
resume.
huge.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Make it a resume. I'm not saying everybody does it, but
Right.
that's what I prefer.
make it a resume. I like that.
Make it stand out. Put a video up there. You doing some community service. Put a video of the SAT prep.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's about
GP, all
football.
that, yeah.
Just boost it up a little bit.
Character. Hey, you wanna
Yeah.
you wanna convey that you got good character. Besides the talent, of course, you don't want to put all your hot plays on there,
Right.
But that's gonna be there. But it's a resume, really.
Yeah.
These colleges don't want to deal with drama.
Right.
They don't have time for it.
Yeah, they don't.
The publicity is too negative.
Yeah.
And the publicity is instant now, where
Yeah.
it's took time and rumors and things for it to grow. Now it's right there, instantly in front of you. There's 10 cameras pointed at it at any given time. So.
Well, fellas, man, I want to thank y'all again, but I'm going to give y'all a little heads up. I'm game planning when this COVID go with.
Okay.
I used to do a camp every year for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We're
I'm
in.
game
I'm
planning.
in.
I'm game planning right now to get at least 30 coaches,
Okay.
and I want to have at least 2,000 kids.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as this stuff over with, I
Yeah,
want to
we
reach
can
out to
make that happen.
everybody
I'm down.
Yeah,
and do a
I'm down
free
too.
football camp for these kids because I'm all about. I know people got a business to take care of, but
Yeah.
I just can't do it with
Let's
the price
make it
on it.
happen. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give y'all a heads up on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, man, I thank all y'all, love all y'all, respect all y'all,
Appreciate it.
and appreciate y'all coming through. And please keep doing what y'all doing for these young men.
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know it's hard. So again, thank y'all for coming, man. And this Disco 100, y'all, I check y'all out next Saturday. Want to thank these fellas, respect, love all to all these fellas, man. Holla at y'all later.